It's back to school time. That means they're going to be hitting the books, and we have to keep a bigger eye on our kids. Like to hear it? Here it go. Hello, you awesome parents and caregivers of those wonderfully neurodivergent babies out there. It is your dope autism mama, Miss P, back. And hello, and hello to all of you out there. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope you're enjoying your holiday off if you have it off. So I wanted to come to you guys while I'm taking a little bit of a break in between getting the kids ready, because tomorrow they start school back. Out here where I live at, school starts on September 3rd. And I just wanted to take a minute to talk about how scary it is when your children wander off, especially your ASD children, and how important it is to ensure that they are safe, sound, and secure wherever they are, but especially going to school. So, quick story time. So, back in June, towards the end of the school year, Serenity was waiting for her bus. And we were all up, and my son Riley had gotten on his school bus, and we were just waiting for Serenity to get her bus. Now the bus had come, well, they said that they had came, and we believe that they did. But at the time, we didn't hear the bus horn, we didn't hear anything. And my husband and I were a little concerned. So he said, "Hey, babe, give them a call." I gave the school bus company a call, and I told Serenity to go up front and just wait until I tell her what to do next. She said, "Okay, mom." After we got finished talking with the bus company, they said they had showed up, but no one was outside. And I said, "Okay, so we'll figure something out." Came up front to let Serenity know that we were going to get her to school on our own. And we looked everywhere for her, and she was nowhere to be found. Serenity basically took it upon herself to say, "I'm not going to be late for school. I'm going to leave on my own." Well, we didn't know that at the time, that that's what her thought process was. We just know that our daughter had went missing. We looked everywhere in this house. We thought maybe she was in the bedroom. She wasn't in the bedroom. We thought she was in the bathroom. She wasn't in the bathroom. Our apartment is not huge, so it's not like she had too many places to go. We looked outside. She knows she is not to go outside unless we tell her. And if we are outside and either completely downstairs with her, or we're looking out our front window to ensure that she gets on the bus properly. She was nowhere to be found. I was scared out of my mind. My husband was erratic, and we called everybody we could to help us look for her. We called the school, we called the police. I called my sister Nana, and when I tell you, my sister was on it so fast, and she was at work, and my sister stayed booked and busy, but my middle sister, my mama's second born, came in the clutch. She drove over to our house so fast, it wasn't even funny. The police were awesome. The blessing and all of that is when it's a child with, developmental delays like autism, they don't look at it as the child has to be missing for 24 hours. They immediately start looking for them. At least out here in New Jersey, that's what I know. I don't know how it is in the state that you live in, but yeah, they look for them immediately. So they wanted to know what she looked like, what clothes she was wearing. So I gave them all of that, told them she was wearing her uniform, her high school uniform, and everything else like that. And they, got to get in. And while I was crying and everything else like that, my sister reassured me that we were going to find her. And I just started praying to God. I just started praying to God, because I didn't understand why our daughter just took it upon herself to just get out the door and just go. So while everybody was on the lookout, including my baby sister, she actually had picked my husband up while he started looking for her on foot. And by the time, I say about an hour passed, by the time, I really started to like really freak out and panic, we got the call from my baby sister that she was found. When I think about it, it still shakes me up. So it turns out my daughter had basically took it upon herself once again to say that she did not want to be late. She was scared that if she didn't get to school, she wasn't going to be able to, be on time. She didn't want to get in trouble with the teachers or anything like that. So she actually remembered her bus route, and she took the route that the bus takes to get her to school safely and sound. Basically, when my sister, my baby sister, and my husband saw her, she was coming up the block, walking up towards the school. My sister, my middle sister, and I, we got into the car and we got over there to that school so fast it wasn't even funny. Now, you may say, or anybody, in my position and my husband's position would probably like have lost their minds. And we did. Wanted to just lose it all over her. We didn't. While I was really, really, truly hurt, upset, scared, at my wit's end, we talked to her before she went inside the school, before the police came out, the principal, the vice principal. I mean, when I tell you everybody was looking for her, everybody was looking for her. The teachers, everybody was getting in their cars, getting ready to look for her. And we talked to her and we said, why, baby, why would you leave the house? You know, you're not supposed to ever leave the house. And her thing was, mommy, I was scared. I was scared I didn't want to get in any trouble because the school bus never came. The school bus was late, mommy. And I wanted to get to school on time. You can't be mad that the child wanted to go to school. Kids these days are trying to skip school left and right. And my baby was trying to get to school. Now, this is not us erasing the fact that, she left the house and didn't say a word, no. We did, talk to her about that. We went inside, principal, teachers, everybody, me and my husband, we talked to her about it. My sisters, we all sat in this room, and my husband and I both let her know that, we were very happy that we saw her, and we praised her for remembering her bus route. We did. Because as I always say, ASD children, when they do something good, you should praise them. And her remembering her bus route so that she can get to school safely was amazing. So we praise her for it. However, we did let her know that it was not a good look that she, wandered off, didn't say a word to us, and left us, just scared and wondering what the heck was going on. So, for Riley and Serenity 7th and 10th grade year, we're going to be ensuring that we're going to be putting even more things in place. Serenity's godmother immediately got on Amazon and got us some air tags. So, we put those in their book bags, and, we registered them so that we're able to find them. All of this to say, as the school year starts and as it progresses, we want our kids to have the best school year, but we also want to ensure that they are safe. Both my daughter and my son have a history of wandering. Although it has gotten much better over the years, Serenity leaving the house, not saying a word, and just going off on her own just reignites the whole situation, that we have to really, really, truly keep a good eye on our kids. And that's, typical as well as neurotypical children. As parents, that's what we really, really, truly have to do. But especially our neurotypical babies, we have to keep a very big eye on them. So, this year we're getting her a cell phone. We're getting more air tags to put into their shoes, into their book bags. My daughter has locks. If I have to sew one into her lock, that's what I'm going to do. We just want to keep them safe. We want to keep them safe. We want to keep them secure. We want to keep them happy. We want to keep them healthy. As long as they are getting up every day to go to school, we want to make sure we know where they are. And so, with all of that being said, I'm just coming on quickly to say your school age neurotypical babies, those beautiful neurodivergent kids that we are raising, as the school year starts, and maybe in the state that you live in, your kids are already in school, please, please, please keep a very close eye on them. If they have a history of wandering, definitely keep a close eye on them. Make sure that you have updated pictures of your children. Keep them in your phone, print them out if you have to. Ensure that you have the telephone numbers of teachers, the assistants, the bus company, everything. Have everything in your arsenal, so that everybody is aware of who your children are, and they know them by heart, they know them by face, they know them by look. Thank God that both of my children's schools know Serenity and Riley very well. Thank God for them having the most endearing and wonderful hearts, that they care so much about the children, especially those neurodivergent babies of ours. It's a scary thing to lose a child in any capacity. And we have to, as parents, do everything we can to ensure that our children grow up loving, happy, and safe. So, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. Continue on with our journey. This is your dope autism mama, Miss P, and I will be back very, very soon. I'll send updates. I'll send pictures of the kids for their first day of school, like all of us parents do, right? And you guys have a very, very blessed day. Thank you so much for tuning in.